Welcome back. All right, so we are on the trail with Lieutenant Colonel McCoy. We are in the 1st Division of the Army of Northeastern Virginia under Brigadier General Daniel Tyler. Current situation is we got out of the Battle of Alexandria, and we had a massive loss for us, and we had to go back to Michigan and call in, send the boys back home, get them furloughed, bring some troops back. And what we ended up getting underneath us, we lost a little bit, but the 3rd Michigan's back with all 600 men, and while they were away, we made sure to upgrade them to the Springfield rifle musket and move away from that Springfield musket. So that's the situation as it is right now. How things look underneath us. Well, we were able to get some gear, right? Our headquarters, we still haven't been able to get a second in command. Still haven't get a quartermaster. We lost a companion, gained a companion. We got an inglorious partisan. So he's kind of making things look a little bit bad for us. But we are unflinching, heroic still, and we are reliable. And as we can see, some of that stuff is going up. There we are. There is Lieutenant Colonel McCoy, and we'll see what life has for us in this little session. So we're back. Our men. But we did have a victory at Alexandria. The Battle of Alexandria was fought for 4 days between the Federal Army of Washington of some 15,084 men and 26 guns, and the Confederate Huger's Division with some 6,500 troops and 5 guns. The battle raged on for more than 41 hours, with the total casualties numbering around 1,300. General Dix's Federals would win a victory, forcing the rebels to withdraw, leaving a small amount of weapons behind. Especially the leadership of General Hunter is on the lips of every citizen. The enemy lost renowned Lieutenant Colonel Wathel in combat with our forces. Sources report the Confederate side that the public is unmoved by these recent events. We are the 10th of September, 1861. And we get to go in the engagement. Here we go. The Battle of Bladensburg, Maryland, on the 11th of September, 1861. See how we can get our men, how well they're going to do. So we got 26,314 men under Major General Winfield Scott. Confederacy's fielding 12,000 men under the Brigadier General Johnston. So we should be doing well. We have double their troops. Double. So we should be doing fine. We'll see how this plays out. I mean, we're not the highly trained individuals that we thought we were going to be, so. Got some animosity among the troops. All right, so our scouts report the enemy is near Bladensburg, Maryland, and our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing the Army of Shenandoah under command of Joseph E. Johnston with a strength of 12,000 men and 20 guns. The enemy army is green, and the morale is reported to be eager. Reports indicate their supply situation is outstanding. The supply state of our army is outstanding. General Winfield Scott. So awesome. From the headquarters of the 3rd Division. Special Order number 63. So, there we are. They are, well, I think we're here, actually. Pierce's Mill is probably going to be our target. If I had to hazard a guess, yep, Pierce's Mill is lost. That's our battle objective. And we can take a look at what we're fielding. Let's go to the combat report. Nothing there yet, but our strength report, we got 26,290. We are literally double what this man is right now. We got 966. He has 656, so we'll be closer to 27,000. Got 853 men in the artillery, 1,300 in the cavalry, and what's more important is we got 24,091 troops in the infantry, 12,000. So that's our major target here. We want to come after the artillery too, but we'll see what happens. We're good. And with our troops having the rifle, we should be able to reach out a little bit more and cause some problems. We are on the far side of the map, so we will get this going. We're right there. There's us. Boop. 3rd Michigan. We'll start out with 2 times because we'll get our orders here soon as to what they're going to want us to do. There we go. Lieutenant Colonel, my brigade is ordered to attack Pierce's Mill. Move your regiment to the stated position and support the attack. So, Pierce's Mill. I know we'll probably run into some Confederacy troops or some Confederate troops on our way, and we'll make haste when we need to. We're going to bump it up, though, to 5 times just to get this moving a little bit quicker. And we're going to get bogged in. We're going to get stuck in here. I'm going to keep our formation as a single line. There's no reason to go into attack column or a square just yet. But while our troops are moving, they already got the long range order, which is good. I'm not going to double time them real quick. We actually did pretty well getting out of the stack. We're just moving a little bit slower than everybody else. I don't want to double time it just yet because I know if the Cav gets down here, they're going to run into some Confederate troops. As you can see, they're right there. So there's the 3rd Michigan making our way. We're getting bogged down again. We got an artillery unit here. The 3rd Pennsylvania Battery is just moving really slow. So we're stuck. Hopefully we'll get there before nightfall. So as we can see, we got a infantry. What do we got up front? Up front is the 6th Pennsylvania Infantry Regiment. They're going to run into contact first before we are. Obviously, now we're further behind. We've got 2 pieces of artillery ahead of us, and we're just moving slowly. I don't know how we got stuck in this. So it looks like we got troops coming in from the south, east, and then we're coming in down from the northwest. Excuse me. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Our target right here. Our main goal, though, is to get that prestige up. We're still stuck back here. I don't know why we're stuck back here, but we're stuck. I'm going to bump it up to 20 times just to see if this moves us faster. I think I know what the problem is that just got a massive. So we are to take our regiment. Got it, boss. 5. There they are. There we ran into some Confederates. I gotta find where we are at. Where is it? They're right there. New orders, boys. We're still within their division, but We're moving. We're moving as quickly as we can. So our end goal is to get here. But we're going to be in contact first. We're going to double time it for a little bit. You're not double timing. I'll take that double time off. Chevy Ninth New York's gonna hang tight. We're gonna push up. Still got the long range orders. We reached the combat zone. We'll be coming into contact here soon. We're going to have a battery. That battery's going to be that wise artillery right there. That's going to be our target. Hit them, boys. We're determined. We're inflicting casualties. It's good news. We routed them. Nice. Get that battery out. 5th Georgia's our next target. Georgia. Sorry, 8th Georgia. Support noise here. 8th Georgia's your target. We haven't taken any losses yet, which is good. We are unsupported. Or the enemy's behind cover, so. Yeah, 9, we're still negative 11 on the prestige. We are in contact. Sent that off. $75 wounded is what the 8th Georgia's experiencing right now. And we got the 33rd West Virginia and the 7th Georgia. But we're getting support. Start pushing some of these people back. getting low on weapon or ammunition. That's going to be my only concern. So we are firing on the 33rd and the 8th. So we're pushing them back off the line. But we haven't lost any men yet, which is good. Good. We're at 11 rounds. So if we have to pull off and reserve, we have to pull off and reserve. But we're going to keep fighting on there and push up. Seven charges, okay, we pushed them off. We've got 10 rounds of ammunition and it's noon. We got 8 hours. So they're falling back. Do we come out to bear here or do we keep pushing? I think we flank. Take the initiative. Have to. Have to take the initiative. Gotta hold ground. Gotta take it too, though. So our next push. We'll flank his brigade. Sorry, his regiment that just got there. As we got everybody else moving up with us. Should be within range. If not, this will. Start making points towards the objective. But I don't think we're going to. I think the army's going to stay right here. Our commanders report the enemy seems to be retreating from the field, trying to push within the given time. I mean, hey, no casualties. Two on the Prestige. I mean, it is going to be a minor victory for us. Let's see what's the casualty rate. They lost 1,700. We lost 1,350. Cause some problems for this unit over here. Why is this artillery? See if we can take some guns. I mean, we got 9 rounds. Our guys are tired. But we'll see what happens. I mean, no one else is pushing after anybody. We took 661 casualties. Let's take it to HQ here, though. This one right here, Consolidated Combat Report. Union. First Brigade. Are we not? No. No. Nope, that's not us. I don't know where we're at. Alright. That's so good. See if we can go capture these guns. Probably not, but... Yep, they're pulling back. Got our 600 men. We're not going to reach him in time, yeah. That's it. That's all she wrote. So, we lost a little bit of our cavalry. They lost a lot of their guns. It's good. So, victory of Bladensburg. The Battle of Bladensburg was fought today between the Federal 3rd Division of some 26,314 troops, 70 guns, and the Confederate Army of the Shenandoah with some 12,000 troops and 10 guns. The battle raged on for some 14 hours, with total casualties numbering some 3,100. General Scott's Federals won a victory, forcing the rebels to withdraw, leaving a small amount of weapons behind. Our troops reportedly captured some 200 Confederates. Hey, we did a thing. Especially the leadership of General Tyler is on the lips of every citizen. The failings of Lieutenant Colonel Tuttle causes much anger in the public, many demanding his removal from command. Sources from the Confederacy side report the public is unmoved on their side. Many are waiting anxiously for the more news from the front to come about, though. We got 6 Union invasions going on. We got 5 Confederate invasions coming on to us as well. We got 5 units that are in supply issues. We are one of those. Colonel Walrath has been recovered. All good news. And we'll find us. There we are. And we will 20 times that. Our troops fought well and we carried the day. Victory in battle. That's all we can ask for. First Division, we're not ready. And we got another one coming. Another battle at Bladensburg on the 13th of September, 2 days later. With strike 10,000 and 15 guns. Their army is inexperienced and the morale is reported to be stable. Reports indicate their supply situation is outstanding, so is ours. Boom. We are determined. They are confident. We have 26,314. They have 9,000. And of course, we're going to be looking for Oak Grove, Grammar Farm, and Carberry. We're going to be pushing them out. That's our main goal. So we will find us. We're right there. And then we will start the day. We've got 40 rounds, which is good. 40 rounds per man. And we'll double time it so that way we can get our orders as quickly as possible. Carberry. Okay, so we'll move to Carberry. That is us. See if we can get out of here first. We got that gun. We got the first artillery. Gulf Troop. Gulf Battery. bump it up to 5 times. Move it a little bit faster. But we got a river to cross here. I guarantee you we're going to run into a Confederacy group here at Carberry. This battle may be a little bit longer. And we got troops coming in. We're coming in from the west going east. So we got a big move that we got to make. And we are the first. So not good. Not the best situation, but we do have 601 men. We didn't lose any men in the last battle, but we are the first. So we will be coming in contact with the Confederacy first, which I don't like. All right, scouts reporting that units are in the stated position. They seem to be cut off from their main body. Our orders to attack the enemy before they can reunite with the other troops. Move with all haste. Right here. Slow that down to 2 times. I want to make sure I don't have any Confederates hanging out. Since it's me and then Gulf Battery of the 1st Artillery. So we'll get into get off the road here. Reach our point. Your scouts were wrong, sir. I don't see any troops. So with us being the first here, what do we got coming behind us? We've got the 13th New York will be behind us. Man, we're not even moving that fast. What if I put them up here next to the creek? We are the only ones on this line. It has me a little scared. Everybody else is lining up over here. I've got 2 regiments and a battery. And my division commander's not even following up with me, which is awesome. There we are. We're in command range. But they're all hanging out on this side. I need them over here. Yeah, I know. I know what I'm doing. I'm already engaged, so I don't know what you want me to do. I've got 3 regiments, sorry. 3 regiments. A battery. I've got the 7th Virginia, 1st Virginia, and the 35th West Virginia. All my skirmishers. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I know they're behind cover. It's probably not the smartest decision to make, but it's going to work. And it looks like I've got the 1st Connecticut on its way, along with the 2nd Connecticut. So we routed. We're going to start taking some casualties. We need to hold them off. Still got 3 infantry regiments. We got the battery out of our way here, though. Let's see what I can do to this. There we are. Our men are doing a good job. I think I'm going to have to rally them, though. Well, they're confident still. We'll keep an eye on what happens. So, see, they've lost 25. I've lost 33. Stewart's brigade. So they're firing on me. We've got 25 rounds of ammunition per man. We pushed off his battery. So we got a small brigade here that we're going up against. So we got the entire army that's over here just hanging out. Got the 2nd Connecticut coming in, 8th Connecticut, because, yeah, 1st Connecticut just got routed. And they brought all 3 of their regiments in. All 1,000 men or so. And I've got the 3rd Connecticut, 2nd Connecticut coming in. I mean, we're doing our job. But yeah, we got routed units nearby. They're going to end up moving here at some point, which will be good for us. We're inflicting mass amounts of casualties. The 35th West Virginia, though, is just... Plus, there's a 2nd Maine's coming up. Hey, Chamberlain. And then we've got the 2nd New York State Militia. So, I mean, some things are going to happen. I mean, he's down to 1 regiment. They're going to break here soon. He just has more men than I do. We're inflicting casualties. Our guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. We are getting low on ammunition, but it is coming up. Hey. We pushed them out. We got a couple more months and then the fighting season will be done. And then we'll send the men home, get refitted. And we'll see what ends up happening for us. Right, so the Battle of Bladensburg was fought today between the Federal 3rd Division with some 26,329 troops and 58 guns, and the Confederate Army of Shenandoah with some 9,000 troops and 10 guns. The battle raged on for some 21 hours, with the total casualties numbering some 300. General Scott's Federals won a victory, forcing the rebels to withdraw, leaving a small amount of weapons behind. The failings of Lieutenant Colonel Speidel causes much anger in the public, with many demanding his removal from command. Sources from the Confederacy side report that the public are unmoved from these recent events, which did this minor victories. But we have the Army of Shenandoah in retreat. Good thing to be part of that. Proud to be part of that, right? So we are 34% on our way up to. We are still a greenhorn, but we're starting to see our fame come up a little bit. Our leadership is still backward, but we're starting to see some things change. We're predictable, so on and so forth. Our health's looking good. I mean, yeah, technically we could, but we don't have enough. But I'm going to. Yeah, never mind. It won't let me. We'll find out where we're at. We should be up in Maryland still. Boom, that's us. We pushed the Army of the Shenandoah back. Washington, D.C. is safe once again. They did a reguard action. We got disaster at Grafton. The Battle of Grafton was fought today between the Federal Army of Occupation with some 2,939 troops and 5 guns, and the Confederate Porterfield's Division with some 2,400 troops. The battle raged on for about an hour, with total casualties numbering 25. Colonel Porterfield's rebels won a victory, whipping the Federals thoroughly, leaving a small amount of weapons behind. Now, sources from the Confederacy side report the public unmoved by the recent events. Many are waiting anxiously for more news from the front. Interesting things are going on. Our troops did fight well in battle, and we carried the day. I like it. The battle at Harpersbury's Bridge fought today between the Federal Department of Pennsylvania with some 2,220 troops and 18 guns, and the Confederate Army of the Potomac with some 24,000 troops. Sometimes these things just don't make any sense. And about 40 guns. The battle raged on for some 23 hours, with the total casualties numbering around 100. General Beauregard's rebels would win a victory, whipping our Federals thoroughly. Of course, the Confederacy side is unmoved, and many are waiting anxiously for more news from the front. So we will take a look at our unit. I want to see how much we lost. I could actually apply for a battery position. I don't want to. No. I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. So we're down to 565 men. We lost 48. Some are coming back. 25 are sick. 23 are wounded. So we'll see what's going to happen. It's interesting to see. Yep, we set camp near Washington, D.C. We're awaiting further orders. We'll probably end up getting into close, if not, we might go down to Alexandria and fight down in Alexandria. Be interesting to see what happens. We also got stuff going on up here. Sharpsburg, Battle of Sharpsburg was fought 3 days between the Federal 2nd Division with some 11,800 men and 16 guns, and the Confederate Army of the Potomac with some 27,000 troops and 45 guns. Battle would rage on for more than 27 hours, with total casualties numbering some 1,500. Beauregard's rebels would win the victory. Not good at all. We're evenly matched. I mean, it's not like we have one devastating side. Alexandria was fought for 3 days with 10,280 troops and 16 guns and 14,000. Of course, Colonel Maury was lost, and General Walker's rebels would win the day with 1,300 casualties between both of them. So we're hanging out here. Brigadier Generals ordered our units to march northeast. Reports coming in about the Battle of Alexandria. It's not good. We're going to go out and take on the Army of Shenandoah here, apparently. Western Theater News, with Lincoln called the Union, Barberville, Kentucky. Well, when Lincoln called the Union states to provide volunteers to suppress the insurrection of the 7 states, Kentucky refused to send troops and proclaimed the state's neutrality on May 20th. On the 6th of August, a Union camp was established near Lexington, and the Kentucky General Assembly raised the U.S. flag over the Kentucky state capitol at Frankfort. On the 3rd of September, Confederates moved into Kentucky to seize Columbus before Union forces could do so. This would end Kentucky's neutrality, and Union forces quickly secured Paducah on September 6th. Scratch that if I have done horribly. You can correct me in the comments. On September 19th, some 800 Confederate States troops moved to Barberville, where Union had a training camp. Faced some 300 pro-Union home guardsmen under Captain Isaac J. Black, who was forced to retreat under pressure. The camp was then seized. All the buildings were destroyed and arms captured. Only 8 killed were reported in total. Battle of Kentucky has begun. And we're trying to get the Army of Shenandoah out. So the Battle of the Patapsco Bridge was fought today between the Federal Department of Virginia with some 4,849 troops and 8 guns in the Confederate Army of the Shenandoah with 9,015 guns. Battle raged for some 21 hours with total casualties numbering about 500. General Butler's forces would win a victory, whipping the rebels thoroughly, leaving a small amount of weapons behind, especially on the leadership of Colonel Bendix is on the lips of every citizen, so on and so forth. We're all the way up here in Baltimore. I mean, that's crazy. Reports were our brave military has won the Battle of Patapsco Bridge. Again, if I got it wrong, please correct me. European superpowers agree that a blockade is a legal form of warfare, as the only mightiest navies in the world are able to fully blockade an adversary. The agreement has been in place to ensure that third parties would be discouraged from taking part in any conflict as retaliation would follow. Today, the true tables are turned. The U.S. government declares its blockade of the southern ports to have a legal status and abstained from attempting to trade with blockaded Confederate ports. This declaration has a threat written between the lines as any attempt to carry on trading with the South would be liable to retaliation. Now, in Europe, the declaration has begun to be viewed as a direct challenge to their authority, and relations with the United States are cooling down. New ways of running the blockade are planned, and more safe havens for the Confederate blockade runners to use as bases of operations are sought. As long as the Union blockade proves to be effective, it's likely that the Europeans will be forced to remain neutral, as any violation of blockade would undermine their own issues. It ends right there. So we're up near Baltimore. Do I foresee this being our winter camp? Probably not. We'll probably make our way back down to Washington, D.C. But who knows? We got Annapolis over here. I mean, there's things going on. We're just south of Baltimore. We got the Simpson Mill. We're doing good things. Let's see. Let's take a look at us. We're moving up in the world. We're at 37% towards our colonel. We're predictable. Our initiative is cautious. We're gaining some stuff. We're still a greenhorn. We're still 51st. Haven't quite moved up on the scale there. But the most important part is our troops are getting rested. We're able to get our men back. We're able to get some things taken care of. Right, so we're at... How many more wounded? So we got 586 men. All 20 are sick still. So we'll have around 600 men, which is nice. We actually didn't lose anybody. And we're going to be at the low state here shortly. It's better than being deficient. Our training's poor, our condition's good. The Battle of Williamsport was fought 10 days between the Federal Department of Pennsylvania and some 17,633 troops and 28 guns, and the Confederate Army of the Northwest with some 19,000 troops and 35 guns, pretty evenly matched. The battle raged on for some 130 hours with total casualties numbering some 1,900. General Patterson's Federals would win the victory. That's awesome. General Patterson is on the lips of every citizen. And of course, sources of the Confederacy report that the public is unmoved. Of course, they are unmoved. And here we are coming into October. There's reports that our brave military has won in the Battle of Williamsport. The men are feeling excited about this, which is great. We will be deficient still. But what I'll be doing is furloughing the men as soon as we get into winter quarters and allowing them to come back unless we immediately get sent into conflict. I might wait a month, but if we don't get sent into conflict within a month, then we'll send our men into winter's quarters. We'll be in winter's quarters. So we'll send our men back home and allow them to get things taken care of. The Battle of Alexandria was fought for 3 days between the Federal Army of Washington with some 6,500 troops and 12 guns, and the Confederate Walker's Division with some 13,000 troops, 15 guns. The battle raged on for some 27 hours with the total casualties numbering around 650. General Dix's Federals would win a victory. Hey, he got promoted. Now, especially the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Marsh is on the lips of every citizen. Sources from the Confederacy side report the public is unmoved. Just minor victories that we're having right now. But we won a battle of Alexandria, which is great. Got a little bit of conflict going on up here. We are in the low point. 22 of our troops are sick, so we'll have 608 men when they come back on. It's October. Like I said, if we don't get into the first month, after the first month of being in winter's quarters and we aren't involved in any conflicts, I'll send the men home, get them refit, and then bring them back. I'm not going to go any faster than what I'm currently going, just to make sure. Victory at Sharpsburg with the 3rd Division of the Federal troops. That's 47,308 troops with 86 guns. Wow. And the Confederate Army of the Potomac with 29,000. We almost, I mean, not almost, we're still a little bit ways, but when it comes to the guns, we almost had them doubled. The battle would rage on for some 27 hours, with total casualties numbering 2,100. General Scott's Federals would win a victory, forcing the rebels to withdraw. Colonel Canby is on the lips of every citizen. Sources indicate that the Confederacy public is unmoved. So Sharpsburg's come back. People are feeling good. Military Policy 2 has been enacted. The Confederate States Congress has agreed further financing the military. This funding can be spent on recruitment, trade warfare, internal security, military reforms, and the introduction of new and more advanced weapons for the Army and the Navy. As the field armies grow, more volunteers are needed to fill the ranks. The government is preparing new recruitment laws using a carrot and a stick. Payment of bounties could increase the number of volunteers while also increasing recruitment costs. Forced conscription would allow forcing men of fighting age to take up arms and join the military. But this could lead to unrest across the nation. The French-Mexican campaign provides another possible military endeavor for the Confederacy. Supporting the French Empire militarily could bring about a fast French victory, which in turn would most likely result in more concrete French support for the Confederacy. But we'll have to see what happens. 12th of October, 1861. We're still hanging up right here with the Department of Northeastern Virginia, just south of Baltimore. We got Fort McHenry, and then we got Fort Carroll. We got somebody wounded in action. Colonel Napton was wounded. He's come back from his wounds. We got Walker's Division coming up. We've moved south. We're kind of positioning ourselves. Here we go. I think we're going to have one more. We're just outside of Washington, D.C. Yep. I think we're going to have a battle. I'll slow that down, just in case. We could be mediocrely ready by the time that this begins, but we'll have to see. So we pushed out Huger's Division. And we can go in. Battle of Alexandria. Here we go. So our scouts report the enemy is near Alexandria, Virginia, and our army is prepared for battle. We were facing Anderson's corps under command of General B. Anderson with strength of some 3,000 men and 7 guns. The enemy army is battled, experienced, and in morale is reported to be confident. Reports indicate their supply situation is outstanding. Our supply situation is outstanding. And we've got Pierce's Mill once again. And then we're confident, they're confident. Their strength report. They have 2,900 men. We have 13,000. So, we are doing pretty good. So, I'm not too worried about what we got going on here. I will find out where we're at, though, because that's important. We are up here. And then we will start. It's 9:30 in the morning. We'll get our orders. I got 567 men. Our morale's stable. I mean, Pierce's Mill. Okay. That's our goal. See if we get out first. We are not going to get out first. We've got the 2nd Michigan in front of us, so our brother in an arm. You know, we're inexperienced, but we're well rested. That's what's important. So I know our orders are going to change before we even get down there in Pierce's Mill. We'll probably most likely end up here in Carberry, or not Carberry, but down here, maybe at Emery Chapel or White's Plantation. We'll see, though. We are the first out. Wow. Okay. We are leading the army, at least the division. Good, bad, or indifferent. But we are the front troops. We'll bump that up to 5 times. Just make it move a little bit faster. We do have our HQs coming up behind us, and then we've got the 2nd Michigan, and then the 79th New York's going to pass them up. But yeah. We have earned, I guess, battle honors to be up front, which is good and bad at the same time. I mean, we ended up taking Pierce's Mill. What do we have over here? Okay. We got the cab out in front of them. We're leading the way here. My men are not even on the double. Just marching normally. Everybody else is behind. We really are going to be scouting. We're the scouts. Okay, good. 79th New York's not too far behind. But I think we will run into contact first for sure. So much for my guess. I mean, we're almost to White's. There's the Cav and the Pennsylvania. They're going to meet us here at Emory. And they'll run down the road. Of course, Cav should be beating us. But then we got the state militias. So, I mean, I do have some support. But there we go. We made our turn. Cav's right there. We will definitely be the first to make contact. I don't really want to be the first to make contact, but we will be doing what we're doing. I mean, there's not much I can do about that. We could push into the mill real quick and it'd be done. I don't see that happening, but I mean, because we were over here last time and we'd push them back. I'm not even double timing. We just got a good start. I don't know. I'm going to slow us down. I have to slow us down just to make sure that we aren't going to run ourselves into a problem here. U.S. Cavs moving really slow. I don't know why they're moving so slow. They're on horses. I have just an inkling of a feeling, though, that we're going to be running right into the front of this Confederate army. Just because they've got it here. Their morale's at 59, ours is at 42. They only got 2,900 men, but I'm only 567. So, I mean, I'm doing the best that I can. We run into them, we run into them. That's all I can say. I want you to stop right here. I want to see if things change. 2, I want some support. With everybody being so far behind here. Yep, I'm seeing troops. Nope, I'm glad I'm stopping short. To at least where I have some help that's a little bit closer. Who do I got? 1st Division and the 79th. And they're a hot minute away. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they're going to close in on me. I need this position as quickly as possible. We got 500 men, 900, 500, 450. Yeah. You're going to be... I already give you what? Yep. Long range orders. I want them to come down into us. I want the 11th Alabama to come down into us. Or Jones's detachment. I don't care. I know they can see me. But really, I want Sherman and everyone here to hurry up. Because it's just me. And I've got an artillery piece. Let's see. 11th Alabama's pushed off. He's put skirmishers forward. I just want some support. That's all I want. So we're going to allow them to do what they're going to do. I'm going to sit here with my men. I know it's going to make for a little bit boring combat, but I want support. I want that support to be a little bit closer. So that way we can start making pushes. So the Cavs coming up. 1st Division, 79th. So Cavs making a good move. We're getting bottlenecked down here, though. That's the problem. Is you got the rest of the army. You got Ambrose coming in here on Burnside coming in on his side and causing problems for us. Really, I mean, yeah, I could come up here and circle. But that's this entire unit. And I don't feel like getting shot up right now. Not without support close behind. And the Cavs got, what, 306? And then we've got the 14th New York State Militia with 550 men. When they start hitting here, I'll start making my moves. That's my plan. Because I don't want to be in the range of the artillery pieces here. They've got 2 artillery pieces. One that's highly skilled. So, more skilled than my men are. My men are already stable. They're using cover. So, I mean, I'm rallying them up. The Cavs coming up, followed by the militias. And I got the Marine Corps with 376 men. I mean, so I've got some stuff going on. But I want this infantry up here before I start making any crazy moves. I want to feel supported at least. The 2nd Division under attack. Okay, you want me to deploy over here. Okay. The 2nd Division's under attack. Dude, I know. I know. But they're not under attack yet. The Cavs just sitting there. But you're wanting me to make sure that we're going to be okay. So... okay, I've made it to the combat zone. Who's up here? The 11th of Alabama. Let's see if I can flank and push. I want to keep in the trees, though. 2nd New Hampshire. 372 men. 1st Rhode Island with 185. 2nd Rhode Island with 521. We get the Cav. We get the D battery of the 5th Artillery. We're going to do a flanking maneuver here. See if we can put pressure on them by coming in from behind. Because he's got detachments like no one else's business. Come up here and use... I know where his men are at. They're right there. Yep. See if we can come back behind and start laying fire into 34th, the 11th Alabama. Because his strong side here is South Carolina. Yep, I'm doing that. Just being tactics wise. Florida's the only one I'm really worried about, I guess. And the 1st Mississippi. No. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. I want you to stay in the trees. Stay in the tree line because we're forested. I know you're winded. But some modern tactics here. Coming through the corn on their backside. Got the entire army down here doing nothing. Stay in the tree. They're in cover. I know they're in cover. We're gonna go cause them some problems. Forney's detachment. The boys to start laying hay in here on the 11th Alabama. And the 34th Georgia. Doing a flanking maneuver. If we can get the rest of the flipping army up on the line here. life would be great. But we can't seem to do that. So I'm going to get my man up here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Doing what I need to. We're inflicting casualties. We're doing what we need to do. Kind of want to see what the Alabama ends up doing. Okay, they ended up pushing themselves. Do I have a fence down here to the road? Looks like a fence. I'm going to push it a little bit. I'm going to make Alabama our target. Push them in on themselves. We'll rally the troops. We've only got a detachment. There's like 20 there. That's okay. That's okay. I know you guys are nervous. And if we break, we break. Do what we need to. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Rerouted. Rerouted. We're broken. I don't know how broken we are, but we're broken. Hoping that we can go just to the rear here. They're panicked. I mean, it's better than where they were. We'll keep them off the line for a little bit. No, that's not what I wanted. We're nervous. It's okay. We're nervous. We're allowed to be nervous. We'll rally him up. Make him less nervous. Had their guys come in off the line there. I know, we'll rest. Get him rested up, ready to go. And we'll put him back out on the line. What does he got here? 1st Mississippi, 500 men. Okay, we're stable. ask for. So we're not being stable. We're gonna put it back on the line now. I know we're tired. We're inflicting casualties. We're doing our job. Doing what we need to. It's up here on First Mississippi. See what ends up happening. Doing some work. We lost 37 though. But we're just most likely doing the last little bit. So the army coming in on us. Cab broke. They're out of ammo though too. Taking some hits. Problem is we're fighting. And we're inflicting casualties. We're doing our best. We're confident. We're running low on ammo. So we're doing our job. We've only got about an hour and a half of fighting left. Mississippi. Okay. We'll start. We've halved his regiment here. Actually worse. But they've lost over 27%. So where are my men? Oh, we broke again. God damn it. There they go. We're confident again. Put the men back out on the field. Yep, we're pushing them off. It's going to be a major victory for us. How much did we break? Yeah, they lost 30%, 900 of their troops. That's it. We done did it. I'm not going to push for much more. We'll just hang out on top of the hill here. I mean, we broke twice, but our guys... They lost all 5 of their guns, 200 of their cavalry, 600 of their... In Alexandria, Battle of Alexandria is fought today between the Federal 2nd Division of some 13,812 troops and 45 guns, and the Confederate Hugers Division with some 9,000 troops. The battle raged on for some 33 hours, the total casualties numbering around 2,300. General Hunter's Federals won a victory, whipping the rebels thoroughly, especially on the leadership of Captain Griffin. Griffin is on the lips of every citizen. The failings of Lieutenant Colonel Marston causes much anger in the public, many demanding his removal. The Union mourns the death of Colonel Tompkins, sacrificing their lives on the line of duty, so on and so forth. So we'll take a look. John is at 44%, but we can hire ourselves a second in command, and we're going to give that job to Lieutenant Colonel James J. Blunt, who gives us administration, which is good. He is our second in command, and our quartermaster will do with Lieutenant William H.L. Wallace. He'll give us just side staff effects. Come on, our supply efficiency of plus 10. We will make. Do I not have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, just need a little bit more. But we have our second in command, and then we have our general staff. Okay, our adjutant, and then there's us. Right, we're still inexperienced, but our administration's moving up. We're a poor administrator. Our leadership's moving up. We're cautious. Our cunning. We're still predictable, but things are looking good for us. That's where we'll call it. We are here at the 17th of October, 1861. This concludes episode 2. Thank you.